Hello, folks. We'll be getting started in just a moment. Just doing a little troubleshooting here, as I start off today. Um, Something a little weird happened, but I think it's okay. I think we're good. I hope so. um, we'll find out. We'll find out. Let me see. But I hope that everybody's doing well today, wherever or whenever you are. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's fine. I'm looking at it, everything appears to be green. I'm green across the board. Um, yeah, that's working. Good. Because, when I launched the stream and went to hop over into the mod view on my desktop, um, it instead treated it like I was watching an old VOD. And I was like, wait a minute. Did we like just. Did the stream just die like 7 seconds in? Because that would be humiliating. But no, everything appears to be okay. Well, we'll get the chat brought up over here then, if everything seems to be working. Yep, that's launching up just fine. Very nice. Awesome. Well, I suppose that means that without further ado, we can go ahead and get started. Today is Monday, of course. In case you weren't aware, today is Monday, and that means that we're going to be playing some Terra Invicta. So I'll go ahead and get that opened up for us. In fact, I'll not only get this opened up for us, I'm just going to go ahead and get our music started, because we have given up on the Terra Invicta music, and we just listen to Lo-Fi Girl. Monday and Tuesday. I love it. I'm very here for it. Have I ever mentioned what it is? It's just their best of 2021. It's like a 6 hour, 30 minute, like, video, and it just goes. It's perfectly suited for these streams. I need to switch the capture, and then we'll take you on over to the game. Oh, I won't. I should lead with this actually. I will say this at the end of stream and probably a few times throughout. But just in case, somebody's wondering, um, there, that should work. Yeah, there we are. I'm not actually going to be here tomorrow. So this is going to be the only Terra Invicta stream this week. Because tomorrow I have plans. In particular, I have plans to go to an interview, which I am very excited about. So let me go ahead and get this loading, but, oh gosh, I'm so excited. Maybe that sounds weird, but I have been job hunting for like so long. And it's like a good job too. Like, and, not anything glamorous. It's like a sales position, for like Verizon. But, it basically checks off everything on my list, to my knowledge. It's close by, it's within walking distance, so it's really convenient for me to get to. It pays way better than just about anything else I've found, which is quite nice. And I think that it's something that I'd genuinely be good at. So, I'm. Hello, Venus. Oh, hello. Yes, it's Terra Invicta time. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I was just talking about how this is gonna be the only Terra Invicta stream this week. Because I won't be here tomorrow. Got a job interview, so that seems important. Seems important enough for me to maybe cancel stream. So hopefully that goes well. I was just rambling. I'm just really excited about it. when the email came in, well, I'll admit. Oh, thank you, Venus. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, I'll admit that I did not immediately catch the email when it came in, because I didn't expect them to get back to me as quickly as they did. But when I noticed the email, right? Is it just me or is the music a little loud? I may turn it down just a little bit. That's better. Just a touch lower. Very good. When I had noticed that the email had come in, I was just elated, I guess is the only word that I could use for it. Like, I don't think I've felt such a sense of relief in, like, gosh, maybe years. Like, the room was spinning for a moment. Like, I was so happy to see the interview, which I know it's not an offer yet, you know. Like, I don't have a new job yet. But, you girls never failed an interview before, so... I mean, while there's a first time for everything, it's a really good sign. What kind of job is it, if I can ask? Oh, absolutely. It's just, it's nothing glamorous. It's gonna be a sales position at the local Verizon branch. So I'll be selling internet if I get the job. Which honestly is fine by me. You know? I can roll with that. I've basically... It's actually not the kind of job I was originally hunting for. Honestly, I didn't have anything super specific in mind. I was just kind of looking at what was available. And it just came across my radar randomly one day, and I almost didn't apply. Because I was like... Initially, I was like, this is outside of my area of experience. Horizon? No, Verizon with a V. Thought that was the name for a sci-fi monopoly company. Yeah, I'm gonna be joining the Megacorp, actually. Sorry. My ideals out the window. No, but it's Verizon, the internet company. And I almost didn't apply for it because it was just so outside of what I had been applying for. And then I stopped and I thought about it for a moment. I was looking at what they wanted, and I was like, wait a minute. I've been doing this for almost 3 years, basically, with the voice acting. Like, the sales end, at least. Because I've had to manage my own contracts and talk to my own customers and clients and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. I actually have, like, almost 3 years experience. Wait a minute. And I bet everything else, too. So I was like, gosh, I'm actually super qualified. I'll go ahead and throw in an application. And, gosh, I didn't expect them to get back so quickly. Money goes burr, exactly. The job market here, where I live, has been absolutely garbage. Not just for me, but for pretty much everybody. So even getting an interview was just so nice. It's really... I found out, like, Friday after stream in the evening, and it's just made my weekend. So yeah, that's the news. So I won't be here tomorrow, and I should be back Wednesday, because I doubt that they're gonna, like, start me the day after, even if I do well on the interview. Though I don't know. If anything is going to suddenly change, I'll make an announcement in the Discord, but I don't think that things are gonna move nearly that fast. But yeah, that's the situation there. So what's the situation in Terra Invicta? It looks like I have set up a turn for us. I'm just gonna assume that past me did a good job. I'm gonna let the turn roll over. I'm just gonna assume that past me is relatively competent, and maybe watching this turn go will help us figure out what's going on. Because I know last time we killed an alien, and that's pretty much what we left off with. Oh, what happened on Friday? Did Chad get his rescue? He did. We managed to get Chad home safe and sound, and he joined the space program. So Chad is now a scientist in the Kerbal Space Program that we can send out on missions. I didn't realize that was going to be a benefit, but that's honestly, that's super useful. Yeah, he did. Oh, that was a good time. That was a good time. I can't believe I screwed up the first launch like I did, but the second one went super smoothly. The rendezvous was clean as hell. It was super good. If I can pat myself on the back just a little bit, I'd say I did a good job on the rendezvous. That's amazing. Yeah, it is. I was so happy with it. Alrighty. Astalon. That's like a... Huh. That's like a... What is this? Some kind of America-Mexico breakaway nonsense state? Cool. The poli-sci nerds that made this game...
I have new information.
Were on something. Oh no, Houston, we're flying the wrong way. You're what? Exactly. Oh gosh. Oh, but we've actually just completed an investigation of you, Venus Flow. We're checking up on your loyalty. Making sure that you're not gonna betray us, you know? And you seem to be loyal. Actually, very loyal. 15's a really good score. At least in my book. Alright, you're clean. You're no longer under suspicion.
Things are cooling off.
Alright, we're containing unrest in Turkey.
The people will come to our side.
Yeah, seems to be
Policy
going okay.
direction complete.
Oh, and we can unify Romania. That's border gore right there. It's not contiguous with anything. Then again, neither is Greece. That is so bad. We don't have a contiguous territory here. Yo, I swear I'm loyal to the cause. That megafauna wasn't thick enough to turn me. Good, good. I know how that tested you, and I appreciate, I appreciate that you chose to stick with the resistance throughout it. Screw you, the servants. At the last minute, literally the last possible second, well, they pull Hungary out of the EU.
We've removed some threats.
That's so rude. That's so rude of them. Oh, God. Okay. Well, we'll have to bring them back in. Relations. They're still allies, at least, so we can... In 180 days, we can bring them back into the Federation, and hopefully it'll be okay. Let's see, this is all allied. Poland needs to become our ally. Almost missed that beat. Spain's doing fine. Cool, cool, cool. And it looks like in July. Oh. In July, we can bring Poland into the Federation, and in... what was it again? I forgot already. November, we can unify Spain. Okay. Alright. Well, we're not doing too bad, I think. Could be worse. Has been worse. Alrighty, so... you probably need to defend interests in the EU.
Securing our interests.
I'm here.
We're within our cap, but that's mostly because some stuff is currently cracked down.
Reporting in.
We've got our investigator. I'd like the investigator to
Surveilling
come
target.
over here and start doing a little work.
Acknowledged.
Ireland is in the EU. Yep, that's right. We got the whole thing, too. Gosh, we're building big EU. It's going well. And speaking of... yeah, the EU overall is just doing well across the board. The polarization isn't ideal. Its rest value is super low. Ugh. I think that means that we have to start investing in Unity. If the rest value has gotten that low. So what's happening here? This is cohesion. You know, cohesion of the European Union is apparently getting rather low. Maybe considering that so many different you know, countries have been brought into the EU in such a short time, into our little mega nation here. And we're gonna spend on Unity because this will push that value up. And it'll also net us some public opinion. So we can
Where
probably
to?
have Venus stop
Securing our
building
interests.
public relations there, because
Ready
the
for
country's
my
gonna do
mission.
it on its own. Now, what are you gonna do? Hmm? Maybe help put
We'll
a
see what
tail
they're
on
up
this
to.
fella. That'll be okay. Yeah. Because in terms of the Europe situation, I mean... oh, I mean, you could take Portugal. How much are these points worth? Not very much. Hmm. Yes, Venus, that's right. That's why we got you doing the public campaigns. Clearly, you're good at that. Do I want to push to purge my enemies out of Portugal right now? I have a suspicion that the answer is no. Well, they're currently stealing some boost off of me. Yeah. Also, how's the Mars situation? Did we have to do anything more here? Or are we already good to go? Just my bases, please. Yeah, okay, we're good to go on Mars. We've already got, everything on the way. Yeah. Okay, cool. That'll do. Well then, I think that I leave Portugal be for a little bit longer because I can't support the control point cost. And there were some orgs that came in that I want to look at. What do we got here? criminal organization, which we don't have any use for. This isn't bad. Nothing here is really actually standing out to me. Honestly. This is okay for monthly income and an economy bonus. You could pick this up. Sure. It'll pay itself off quickly. And that's about it. Cool. That's another turn. Another turn goes by.
Protecting our interests. Securing our control.
We've got some intel on our target.
We have improved our knowledge about Luisa Maria Farinas, a spy working with the servants. Oh, okay.
We found nothing of note.
Alright, you were unlikely to win that role anyhow.
Order is returning.
Critical success here, very good. Well, do we want to try and kill ourselves an enemy spy? I think we do, personally. I think that would be pretty
Cleaning
cool.
things up.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Going just a little bit of a stretch here. Oh, those jerks. Of course the spy is there to purge my points. Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't they be? You're not gonna pull off an assassinate under these conditions.
Your orders?
But a detention you might be able to do. I wonder how owning these organizations works. Like, are they officially the boss, or are they merely pulling some strings? You know, I think it's more the second one. But, you know, kind of up to the imagination, I suppose. We've got a ton of ops, so, like, just throw 16
grab
at
them.
the wall here.
What's the op?
Where do you need me?
I think it could be either. You know, I would generally imagine that, you know, they are mostly pulling the strings. Like, I don't think that my officer here is literally in charge of, like, you know, the US Air Force Special Operations Command, but rather has connections to be able to get them to do what she wants them to, right? You know, I'm going in for a mission and I'm gonna call in a favor from, you know, the 5th US Special Forces Group to, you know, nab some guy or whatever, right? Is kind of the way I imagine it. But, you know, that's just me. Alright, they're gonna be detained. You have an opportunity to sabotage a project. You should go do
Breaching
that.
lab security.
At your service.
And I don't know where else to go. I think mostly just defend my own territory.
Ready.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should not let this
Removing
go.
our enemies.
Acknowledged.
We should grab this immediately so that we don't lose control of the executive in the Balkan states. Because if they do that, it's going to put us back from unifying them. Because you want to hold on to that until the 9th of December. That's
Ready
the
for
important
orders.
date. And otherwise... buddy. What are you up to? Nobody really knows. Oh, hello, coffee addict. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I hope that you're doing well. We're just having a chill little day of Terra Invicta. Trying to figure out, what I am doing. This is the problem. When you haven't played one of these games in like a week, and you come back to it and you're like, gosh, what was I up to again? I don't know. Does anybody know how to play this game? Because clearly I don't. I think just help with the public campaigning somewhere. Probably Poland is
We
good.
must persuade the people.
Poland
Ready
is
for my mission.
Poland is going to be a point of competition, I think. We really want to hold Poland. Or we could take the
Your
Baltic
orders.
states.
I will try to sway the public. Where
Baltic states is really good, actually. Never mind. We'll go to Estonia. And Paul... Honestly, you can probably do the same thing. There you go.
We must persuade the people.
There we are. Here we're going. We're gonna get some reports in a little
Mission
bit.
report.
Oh, did they go to ground? Okay, well that's fair. That servant spy just got away from us. We lost track of him.
abating.
Turkey
We
is
moved the needle.
stabilized. You're just all gonna
We're
go on
winning their
permanent
hearts and
assignment in the
minds.
Baltic. We're gonna boost popularity here, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna grab the Baltic eventually when we get an opportunity. Because currently the servants are using that to siphon a little bit of boost off of us, which is unfortunate. Although, frankly, it also produces boost, so I don't really know how the math works out on that, because it's part of the EU Federation. Really? What do you mean by this academy? The Eurasian Union, under the control of the academy, has declared war on Ethiopia. Okay. I mean, I guess you got somebody with a navy, and there's a coast here. So go off, I suppose? India is going in on Balochistan, alright. That's to be expected. Huh. Well, who
Then they
would have
can
thunk it?
clean or cook or restock supplies. If they're eating my food, sleeping in my beds, and using my latrines, they'll damn well have to work for it. Chairman Soren van Wyk during labor negotiations regarding diamond miners' families.
Thank you, Chairman Soren, for for reinventing the company town. What a... Oh boy, what a stand-up figure. Indeed, indeed. We have researched biotechnology. This is gonna lead to so many fun things. It doesn't do anything immediately, in and of itself, but it leads down the path in the global research tree to a lot of very fun stuff. So, biotechnology involves the modification and implementation of living organisms in the name of improving the human experience. Though the terminology is relatively new, the field itself has existed for as long as humans have relied on agriculture and animal domestication. The earliest forms of biotechnology include crossbreeding and artificial selection, and it has since come to encompass medicine, textiles, and fuel. Modern biotech makes changes on a cellular and even molecular level, but with the same key intent: improving upon Mother Nature and bending her further to humanity's will. In the face of the challenges and opportunities posed by the alien arrival, we must push the boundaries of biotech further than ever before. Our latest breakthroughs enable us to create and refine new forms of life, intended to meet humanity's ever-growing need for food and fuel, to fight disease and ease suffering, and to restore our planet's health. Naturally, potential applications for biological warfare are also a consideration. Yes, company cities, not a horrible idea indeed. Oh my goodness. Have we heard? I think that this is a lot of, I don't know how this is outside of the US, because I know other places, I mean, the world's a big place, right? You know. But we've got companies IRL here who are trying to bring back the company town, but they label it stuff like, oh, it's a campus, or a company-owned residential area, you know? It's so ghoulish. It's terrible. And, like, these are, like, some big-name companies, too. Like, Google is trying to do the campus stuff. It's crazy. But don't be fooled, folks. That's not good for you. When the company owns everything, they own you. But at least here in our biotechs, this has gone ahead and given us a bunch of new paths in our research. Yeah, so far as I know, that's not a thing here, luckily. Yeah, thankfully. This is pretty good. Now, here comes the difficult part, right? What do you select for your next research? Cybernetics is really cool. I really like this one. Cybernetics is really, really cool. They're also very, very expensive. But I wouldn't mind moving in that direction. What this is going to do is it's going to unlock a faction project, which will let you start giving your counselors cybernetic implants in order to improve their capabilities. It's pretty good. It's a really, really good tech. Honestly, we might just do it. In terms of things that get me cool stuff now, cybernetics is probably the go-to. And I'm all about cool stuff now, so we'll do
We're
that.
in control here.
Alrighty. Yeah, gosh, they're really gonna try and naval invade Ethiopia. Huh. Well, that's something. Interesting. Huh. Well, that doesn't afford us any opportunity. It's just interesting. I do not want to come to a shooting war with the Eurasian Union that is asking for a nuclear war, and nobody wins a nuclear war, but if anybody's gonna win a nuclear war, it's gonna be the Eurasian Union. Russia trying to restart colonialism. So it seems. I'm guessing what's going on here is, for some reason, the Academy has decided that they want to do a regime change in Ethiopia and just take it by force. And so they're leveraging their big military from the Eurasian Union to come over here and make that happen for them. Could they be trying to... they've got a holding over here in Eritrea. Could they be trying to form? I believe this is the East African... Is it a federation? The East African Federation? There's a project that should be available for actually unifying all of this into one big nation. Could they be trying to pull that off? Maybe. Huh. Well, that'll be interesting. Yeah, because they've definitely got holdings down here. They've got Egypt, they've got Eritrea. That's... yeah, they've got some stuff down here. Huh. So they're probably just leveraging their military to try and, like, speed up their, you know, subversion of Africa.
At your service.
So, that's something. I guess.
I'm here. We're going in.
At your service.
Goodness.
Reporting in.
There's still all sorts of nonsense happening out here, huh? We
On
never did
Overwatch.
completely clean all of this
Where
up.
to?
Do a scan. And, got an unknown in Paris. I'd like to check
Investigating
them
target.
out. Any visitors to the European Union should, you know, should declare their intent. Cool. That'll do for now, I think.
Eyes up.
We're kind of at an interesting point of the game, in that we've secured a position, and now we're just working on solidifying it
interest
and
surveyed.
transforming it into the next stage of the game. And we've put most of the work that we need to into that with the Mars base. So we're just mostly optimizing little things. That was a protectorate diplomat. What the heck? What are you doing in Europe? Eventually we
Winning
could
their
take
hearts and
Eurasia.
minds.
They aren't really united under any faction. That's very true.
Score 1 for the good guys.
A really good burn there while I was sipping some coffee. We've run out of like my milk substitutes. So I'm
Home
just
is
drinking.
wherever you lay your head, it is said. If only this were true. Home, as far too many of us know, is only where no one is trying to destroy all that you hold dear. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee to the BBC.
Thank you, Commissioner. But I was talking about my coffee as a segue to talk about oh gosh, this weekend. I'm so glad. I'm gonna tell this story. I'm gonna preface it with everybody is okay, right? Nobody got hurt. And it's gonna work out. But Kit actually so usually Kit and I would go to the grocery and like restock over the weekend, but right now we don't actually have use of a car. Because Kit was coming back home from the airport Saturday, and got like sideswiped by a deer, and then his car gave out the other day. Was it this Saturday? It was last Saturday. The deer was last Saturday. This Saturday, I think the car gave out finally. The mechanic had said that, oh yeah, it's good to drive, you're good, it's just cosmetic damage, but, and insurance had said that the thing was totaled, and so, he was already hunting for another car, and, gosh, he was, coming back from something. Yeah, he was coming back home this Saturday, from the airport, and he said he was going up for a hill, and the check engine came on, and the you know, the engine tried to die on him. So anyhow, that's why I'm drinking coffee with like nothing in it. I don't know why I told that story. I don't know. I don't know. It was on my mind, I guess. Because I needed to comment on my immediate environment. I needed to comment on my immediate environment, just because, you know? Anyhow, shuffling along from that, settlement apps have been researched, and they're doing electrostatic propulsion. But Project Exodus has been a menace, actually. Is it really that hard just to get to just a shop? Yeah, I mean, I I could walk it, but the weather's also been pretty dreadful here. Um, we got hail yesterday. Like, it was sunny out, like, all day. Well, all day. It was also super windy. But it was kind of sunny, and then just suddenly, like, hail. Just massive amounts of it. The weather's just been absolutely bonkers here for a while. So, yeah. And it's not like this town's very... I mean, it's more walkable than most American cities, right, where I live. Like, it's possible. It's just a lot easier when you have a car. So, yeah. So that's delayed for a little while. Either until he successfully finds and gets a new car, or we run out of food and I make him walk with me. Is hail these hard snow-like thingies? Yeah, it's ice. Chunks of ice that fall from the sky. Of varying sizes. You know? Ours was more like a sheet of hail the other day. So it was lots of like little pieces. Probably not enough to cause like serious damage or injury. But you never know with hail. Sometimes it'll just be a little bit here and there, and suddenly just a big chunk will come down, and you don't want to get hit by those. So those can actually really mess you up. In German, it's called Hagel. Oh, am I pronouncing that right? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but like Hegel? I love learning little bits of other languages on stream. It's one of my favorite little things that happens here occasionally. One of the benefits of me streaming when I do is because I stream when the Europeans want to watch stuff. And I get to get some free language tutoring. Hajel? Like that? Like ha-gel? Huh. Hajel. Or maybe now I've butchered it even further. I'm gonna drink a little more coffee, I need it. Try the G with a K? Hockle? Or is it like a softer K? Hockle? Huggle? Am I getting closer or further away, do you think? Reviewing my American. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Yeah, kinda close. Oh, well, that's good. Good, good, good. Well, thank you. Hoggle. Huh. Hoggle. Nifty. Anyhow, Anyhow, Project Exodus is being an absolute menace with the global research, I just want to say. They are researching like every propulsion tech, which is completely unnecessary. I don't know, maybe we should try and compete with them for one of them. They've just got so much science is the problem. Oh, they're just ridiculous. Because you don't need all these propulsion techs. They're just slowing us down from getting other useful stuff. Like space guns. And apparently nobody else can compete with them, which really surprises me. I would think at least the initiative would want to take a slot, right? Or maybe the Academy's kind of doing a bit garbage, science-wise, which is surprising. Like, the Academy is doing well on Boost because they control Kazakhstan and the Eurasian Union and stuff, but science-wise, they aren't a competitor. Oh well, anyhow, I guess we'll get electrostatic propulsion, and Settlement Habs is pretty nifty. It's basically bigger habs on planets. Our outpost habs have been a successful proof of concept. This means the time has now come to begin housing humans on other worlds in unprecedented numbers. This is not merely a question of construction, but most of all, one of safety. Even the slightest error, oversight, or malfunction could cost hundreds, even thousands of lives. If we are to proceed from mere research outposts and towards something resembling a society, we need to think in the longer term. Oxygen generation is paramount, as are sustainable food and fuel sources. Privacy, leisure, and education will also become ever more pressing concerns. Thus, we must build habitats at scale, designed to be modular and expandable. While this remains early days for the spread of humanity beyond Earth's orbit, these nascent settlements can prepare other planets for eventual full colonization. Oh, hello, Luxios. Oh my, already a base on Luna and 2 on Mars? It's good stuff. Here, we'll close this up. Let's go check on them. Because we've got... Well, this is the only one that's going to be functional on Mars. I think... Can we send more? Oh, we can. I think we can start getting this one set up, actually. Amazing. 2 on Mars. There we go. I mean, they're not doing anything yet. You know, give them a year. But one day, right? One day they'll do something useful. Yeah. Actually, yeah, basically a year from now. But yeah, hopefully that means that we're doing okay. Lux, I was just complaining about how Project Exodus is really screwing up the global research, so... Pro tip, you can trade the resources you need for space building to kickstart your adventures up and beyond. Oh yeah, we were doing some of that last stream, right? Maybe? Or am I imagining things? I feel like we went like trading for that at one point. We might have to do some more of it, honestly. Especially if I could grab some volatiles to help offset what we're having to spend to do maintenance with Boost. Though it's pretty minor. It's pretty minor. It'll be fine.
Where to?
Oh. Well, hello there. Well, hello.
We'll see what we can find.
Your orders?
I think that we found an alien. Didn't notice, but when you have a ton of, say, influence, you can trade it for steel or radioactives. Yeah, that does seem like a good idea. Building up a nice stockpile of materials so that we can just cheaply build stuff is going to be really nice. Especially since we can't rely on our own mining quite yet. I believe you traded for some Luna base. That's right, we bought the Initiative's moon base. That's right, we did that, didn't we? That was a good buy. Honestly, that helped so much, buying their base. We've got a bit of a situation here. Just keep doing burns for the moment, but,
Going in hot.
I think we found an alien.
Ready.
I think, folks, that we have discovered
We'll see what they're up to.
another alien here. And, as the Resistance, it is our job to shoot it dead. Although we probably need to do this first. Never mind. Actually, start working on hydrobiology. We'll probably shoot it dead here. Also gives a slight rep bonus with the faction you trade with. Yeah, so they're happy with us because we have normal trading relations. It's good stuff. Alright, I don't think we have many other concerns besides hunting this thing down. So we're gonna keep on its tail, we're gonna do some burns, and we're gonna try
I have new information.
There it is. Hi, buddy. It is Xenoform Alpha 3. I'm called Doom Guy, and then he takes care of it. Please do. Oh my goodness. Well, here they are. We should have the wiggle room to be able to just shoot this thing.
Public opinion is moving in our direction. Public opinion is moving in our
Still
direction.
still uniting the Europeans? That's right. We're making good
Target
progress too.
destroyed.
Oh, good, good, good. That's a very successful burn. This year we're bringing Spain in. Maybe a few other people. I kind of forget already. But we've almost got all of Europe that you can get before Europe Ascendant, which I would argue is pretty darn good. I'd argue we're doing okay on that front. Big Hungary project?
Recon complete.
Oh no. I may have underestimated how long the Europe project would take, but that's okay. That's fine. We've got some new orgs to look at. Not that anybody would have room for them, honestly. Honestly, we could probably ignore it, yeah. We don't really have room for any orgs right now. United EU is powerful, but it's a slow start. Yeah, that's what I've been learning here. It is a slow start. It feels, it feels like the snowball rolling down the hill. You know? The more we expand, the more we take, the more and more powerful we get, and by a lot, because there's a lot of really good countries here that we've unified. So I'd say it's going decent. We can launch a pretty good assassination mission here.
Taking them down.
Standing by.
We're of course going to make sure to get a guard.
Defending the VIP.
Ready for orders.
And nobody else really has the investigation to track this thing. Unless you want to give it a shot, 50-50. Yeah, put a tail
Initiating
on it.
surveillance.
It's gonna take a lot of ops, but what else am I gonna use the ops for, right? Oh, see ya, Venus. You have a good night. You sleep well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
On guard.
But lots of viable routes. Yeah, lots and lots of viable routes in this game, which I really love. So many ways to get what
Mission
you
cancelled.
want done.
Nothing
That-
unusual found.
Oh my gosh, this alien. It just outplayed me.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. We've moved the needle.
Oh my gosh, just,
Prepping for next
it
mission.
got me. This guy is paranoid. He won't go into that country. The unrest is too high in Cambodia, he won't go. Oh no. You had the shot, you could have taken it. Oh, that sucks. Goodbye, Balochistan. You were something. I hesitate to say that you were too good for this world because I don't know anything about Balochistan and, you know, Balochistan nationalism. So I don't know, maybe they were actually terrible. Wimpy guys can be heroes too. That's right. You know, we just have to wait for this alien to move. And then we'll get the job done, you know? Then we'll get the job done. Settlement cores, we don't really need them. Not right now, anyhow. Cool. Well, unfortunately,
We're going in.
What's the op?
we can't
Ready for my
continue to
mission.
follow up on this
Ready to
alien
go.
for the moment. We can't even keep a tail on it properly. Besides this operative. So I guess, surveil.
Initiating recon.
Try not to lose track of it, but if you do, we'll reacquire the target. It really just wandered into literally the only country here that our assassin could not get into. Oh my goodness. What a game. What a game. We can unify Bulgaria.
Standing by.
Hey Paul,
Time to make
got
our
a job
move.
for you. You can also
Where do you need
federate
me?
Poland, so why don't we bring Venus over here and we'll get that
Heading
done.
to the capital.
Yeah, good stuff. I want to set up a space station. I think with mining about to start on Mars, like we've already committed to that. It's gonna be fine. Maybe I can set up a space station. What do I want on it though? I want xenology labs. My research is becoming so scatterbrained today, but we're gonna pick up xenology labs and we're gonna build that kind of station, I think.
Initiating surveillance.
I think that's overdue. I think that's gonna help us a lot. Darn thing got away from me. We'll find it. We'll find it. The hunt is on. Outpost Core is active on Mars. That's not quite the mining capability
Mission
yet,
complete.
but it is a step in the right direction. Welcome to the fold, Bulgaria. It still is not contiguous with the rest of the European Union, but it's a step in the right
Mission
direction.
complete.
Confederate Poland. There you go.
Target secured.
Critical success in that burn.
Target destroyed.
Very good. There's the alien. We found it. There's the xenology lab. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, you know, I was talking about this earlier. Have you considered conquering the last few regions with tanks? It's an option, I suppose. Hungary might be a good thing to do with that, but Hungary we could probably bring in, yeah, by force. Their mill tech's so low, that's probably a good idea. A bit faster than Diplo. Yeah, Hungary also got pulled out of the Federation at the last minute by the servants. So actually, we could do that. We could just deploy the military and bring them in. That's a good point. I had kind of forgotten that that was a thing. Holding a nation for a year or so can be a B. So it do be. Yeah, let's just deploy over. I'll send both armies. Just to be sure. And we'll get the war going. Yeah, cool. Paul?
Heading to the capital.
Hungary. Hungary is an existential threat to the people of the European Union. They need to be reined in. I need you to convince whoever is in charge of the European Union to do so immediately. Thank you. Have a nice day. You can come up here and start working on the Baltic states again. Although, honestly, you could just purge it now. Yeah,
Targeting
start
the
that.
opposition.
Your orders?
I'm here.
I think this is our alien again.
Tracking
The little
target.
ops team.
Standing by for orders.
Start
Where do you
poking
need me?
around.
Reporting in. Setting a watch.
And one of these armies isn't moving. There you go.
Initiating recon.
Sorry,
Surveillance
Hungary.
complete.
Yeah, there's the alien again. There's
Any
the alien.
species capable of contacting us would have overcome the petty divisions that plague humanity, allowing them to call out as one voice. We should therefore use all the means at our disposal to demonstrate that we too are a united and harmonious race. Chancellor Li Qingzhao. Archival footage from the International Model UN debate.
I say this every time some of these quotes come up, especially from Chancellor Li. It's like, gosh, she really is just an academic. International Model UN. Can I call her a nerd? I feel like I should call her a nerd. Says me, who did speech, so, you know, not too different, honestly. I like going the cybernetics research first. Cybernetics is so good. We're currently working on it, actually. I can't move this, but I promise, you can see at the top that we're working on cybernetics. This is Advanced Neural Networks, and the initiative has managed to secure control over a slot, so that's actually good. Because Project Exodus just keeps researching propulsion tech, and I hate them. So at least the initiative will do something else with our time. So... modern neural networks are computational learning and predictive modeling systems, predominantly used for speech and image recognition, medical diagnosis, and even spam filtering. New advancements in this field draw from biotechnology, seeking to make them behave more like a human mind. This dramatically increases their range of applications and renders them capable of recognizing and understanding far more of the world around them. What are, in effect, digital yet non-sentient brains can solve the previously unsolvable, whether it be deciphering the mysteries of the cosmos and curing the most stubborn of diseases, or simply easing many of the tiny burdens and inconveniences that complicate our lives, such as recognizing plants, directing air traffic, or generating the text for video games. Importantly, these next-generation neural networks are also a crucial stepping stone towards true artificial intelligence. Well, there you go. The initiative, naturally, has created ChatGPT. Thank you, initiative. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, transnational coordination. Oh, that's gonna be so good. That just flat out increases our control point management by 25. I wanna. But I need to control myself. I need to finish my current research. I need to behave.
Policy direction complete.
Alright, it's time. Hungary, you're a threat to world peace. So the Academy has also decided to use this opportunity to go to war with Hungary. Huh. The management project is quite viable. First 5 to 10 runs for control points. Yeah, we should also make time to do that. There's just so much to research, honestly. Contraband scanners, very good. Harms enemy sabotage efforts.
Recon complete.
Let's get the armies moving in the correct direction. Or no, let them arrive in this region first, it'll be fine.
Tell me what we need to send more people further, faster. Otherwise we'll be stuck playing defense forever, and that's just a slow way to lose. Commander Fiona Ayawade, technical briefing.
Alrighty. So that is electrostatic propulsion, which I was complaining about. But at least we got a cool quote from the commander, so that's nice. They are now doing in situ resource utilization, which is actually a good tech. So thank you, Project Exodus, for not... I think they've just run out of propulsion techs for a moment. Honestly. But good for us, they're actually doing something useful with their slot. Of the many factors that have kept humanity tethered to our home planet since we first sent a man to space all those decades ago, the foremost is fuel demands. Any deep space propulsion system needs to manage its fuel as efficiently as possible to allow for long-distance travel. Now, by using electrostatic fields, our researchers believe they have found a workable solution. This novel thruster concept employs an elegant array of electrostatic fields to guide and accelerate the fuel. The fuel is pushed through an almost frictionless system of pipes to gain velocity. Once it has reached the desired velocity, the fuel is expelled through the thrusters, pushing the spaceship forward. The beauty of these thrusters is the tunability of the electrostatic fields, which allows the spacecraft to select just the right amount of acceleration for any maneuver. Even though the current design allows accurate control over the spaceship's thrust, our engineers believe that, in time, we will be able to push the fuel velocity even further using high-energy electrostatic fields. Sick. Yeah, I avoid 80% of propulsion research and traps. Yeah, you only need, like, one line, really. But apparently we're doing all of them, so that sucks, but I can't stop them.
We're in control here.
I can't stop them, so, you know, go off, Project Exodus. Alright, we're working on the Baltic states. I am aware... Alright. Deploy to Hungary. I am aware that we're over our limit, but I'll fix it, don't worry. It's just that less than 100k dudes is not viable for much. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna abandon you for now. Good luck, people. Have fun with the European Union tanks. They're gonna have fun with you. So have a nice time. Paul, we got an alien down here. Another one.
We'll recon the site.
Well,
I'm here.
we'll get on the trail. We'll get on the trail, but mostly... Good.
What's the op?
It's time to start working on actually prosecuting this kill.
They won't see me coming.
The more aliens
Standing
that we
by
take
for
out, the
orders.
better, right? Especially right now when the aliens broadly aren't too mad at us. Being able to slow their ground operations down is going to be helpful. Have you tried the space combat part of the game yet? Yes, the very early stuff. Not
Ready
in
to
this
go.
campaign, but just on my own. It's really good. I really like
I'll
it.
keep them safe.
Reporting in.
I enjoy it quite a bit. What are you gonna do?
What's the op?
What are you gonna do? You're gonna go on surveillance and start working on
Eyes
finding
up.
this other alien.
Acknowledged.
It's alien hunting season. Best part of the game? Yeah, it's really good. I enjoy it considerably. We're still probably a little ways away from it, unfortunately, in this campaign, but that's just how Terra Invicta be, you know? You know for sure. You are very aware.
Terminating the opposition.
Alright, we'll bring them in. Hopefully we can snatch this up before they decide to leave the Federation. That looks okay. Oh, I got, I think I can access this from here without having to, like, do any big zooms. I wanted to establish my own low Earth orbit station. I wanted to set up here. I don't try capturing such eliminating Xenos until I have 25 points in the skill needed. Right now we have 25 espionage, so on that guy. So I think it's worth it to pull the assassination attempts. It'll get better, but I think it's worth doing for the moment. Slow down their operations while we can afford to make them angry. Alrighty, so we can found a platform here. It's pretty cheap to do. And we go over here. And I wanted xenology labs here. These are going to be very helpful for us. So they cost, let's see, 5. You can support 2 of them with 1 solar collector.
Everybody hang tight. 7.5 minutes. Just landing radar 6 to velocity. Beautiful.
Gosh, the chatter with the lo-fi music is soothing. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm here for it though. Alright. And now there's gonna be an argument for us to build bigger platforms now, but not my highest priority for sure. We could also get a life science base, materials, space science. Like, I want all of these. I wonder if there will be multiplayer possible. Oh my gosh, I would love to play this game multiplayer. It would be so good. Oh gosh, the things that I would do for Terra Invicta multiplayer. Um, it would be awesome. Like a tabletop campaign. Oh my gosh, yeah. Honestly, even just this is like a long form tabletop game. Oh, I would love it. Yeah, all the intrigue, all the... Gosh, I love stabbing my friends in the back. One of my favorite pastimes. I play, I haven't played it in a while. I hope to play it again sometime soon, but I used to play a lot of Oath, with my friends. And the intrigue and the betrayal there was just so good. The little maneuvering, the alliances, the promises. I live for that kind of stuff. Oh, so I think I've got enough boost, honestly, to just justify spamming out a bunch of bases. I probably could have done this a while ago, honestly. But I wanted to wait until we had bases secured on the moon. Or not the moon, Mars. What did you say the game was called? Oath. As in to make an oath, right? Like to swear something. It is really, really good. It's really good. Maybe not for everybody, but yep, exactly. If you love a very open-ended experience of jostling for power and position with your friends, I can scarcely recommend a better game for it. It's really, really compelling. Really crunchy too. I'm just a huge Oath fan. Highly recommend it. It's been out for a little while too, and so if anybody was interested, you also might be able to find discounted copies. I can also say the deluxe pieces, right, that are sold separately, that are like, you know, they make like these little special higher quality pieces like metal coins and like resin little books, are really, really good, really satisfying. I have to resist putting them in my mouth constantly. I do, but often it's silly mechanics that tip the favor late game. It's rare you find good ones like Catan. Yeah, I think Oath, I don't think has so much of that. I won't say it's a perfect game, but certainly I think that the way that it plays out, I've never felt like I've, you know, someone has lost at the last moment due to just bull catch-up mechanics, you know? At first peek, it seems like a storytelling game. Yeah. I mean, it has some pretty... I hesitate to use the term narrative to describe Oath, because it's not a set story. There's a goal, but the prime objective is to have fun. Yeah, fun as you try to climb over each other to become the Chancellor for the next game. But yeah, it's mostly fun. If you're looking for something Catan-like, maybe... I mean, I enjoy Catan, but they are very different. They are very different. I think we're gonna set up some more labs. I'm just gonna spam these out. They're good. The science we get, and primarily the bonuses that we get are what I'm interested in. Like these life science labs are gonna give us welfare bonuses. Materials is gonna be good. Yeah, we're gonna get to work on these. I've been putting them off for too long. Did you have a look at everything? No. I forgot. I've got the note right here. I've just been so... Oh gosh. I just have not had the time to. I should. Great, that's why I sent the memo. That's a good thing to do. Especially with me. I do need to be reminded. So I do not mind in the slightest. Let's get some material labs going. I do intend on looking at it. This week, honestly, has just been... It's been a lot. And not in a bad way, in a good way. It's just been a lot that's been happening. Brain has been very full. You can relate? Yeah. Gosh, just sometimes life decides to get busy. I couldn't tell you why, but sometimes it just does, doesn't it? Alright, this is our last set of labs. Later I'll come through and, like, name these what they are. I have, like, a naming system that I like to use for my stations, but for now I don't have the brain power available for it. To put it quite simply, the brain power isn't here. And there we go.
On Overwatch. Prepping for the next mission.
This operative isn't very good at alien hunting. We may not pick up this thing's trail. It doesn't look like we are. That's unfortunate. I'm paused.
On guard.
On guard. It does look like we're gonna be able to take the shot here. The troops are arriving. The war begins. Okay, buddy. Failed in your mission to eliminate Xenoform Alpha 3, a critical failure. That is why you used the guard mission. Because this would have just killed our guy. You'll get another opportunity. Wait, what war? We're just accelerating Hungary's application to the European Union. That's it. You know. Yeah, I keep pushing defensive ships because they take up resources and stuff and anger the Xenos a bit, and they don't differ much until nukes or something. Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before we can really afford to really build up for war. Hey, self-driving vehicles are available. They're called trains. I can't get back on
Here's
that
what we
rant.
found.
If I remember anything about the last time we played Terra Invicta, it's that I spent like an unholy amount of time ranting about trains. I can't get back on
Our
that.
associates are now in charge.
Oh my goodness. Alright, Baltic states are under our control. That's good. They can be admitted diplomatically, because they're already a part of the Union. You've lost the trail. Oh, we got new orcs to look at. Alright. Trains, ranting about trains. Yeah, how like... You know, we already have self-driving vehicles. They're called trains. You just put them on a rail. Or the problem that self-driving vehicles intend to solve is one that is also solved by having, like, a bus driver. You know, that kind of deal. This is an org. It exists. Basically, I don't like cars. To sum it up, I'm not a car fan. Not my favorite thing. You've got a bunch of experience. I'll give you some admin. If we got Telescopium, that's going to let us do side-by-side engineering projects, but I don't think that's worth it in this form. I think I'd rather get another org for it. I don't understand why trams went away in most places. Exactly. Exactly. Ah, they're just... I love public transport. Public transport's sick. It's great. We have automated subway trains in Copenhagen, no driver. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see. You are ready for a promotion. We'll give you some more admin. A little bit more admin as a treat. What do I want to give you? Command org? Sapphire Technologies would be good. This is the better organization, actually, compared to Telescopium. Sapphire Technologies here gives you 2 of those little gears, which means all your engineering projects are going to go faster. By, what, 5%? By the way, I understood from in-game notes that science skill helps when hunting Xenos, how I read it. Oh. I know from the in-game notes, it's implied that science helps, resist their missions. I didn't know that it helped with hunting. We'll have to keep that in mind, thank you. That's very helpful. Like, I could give you... Honestly, we don't want to do that. Yeah, let's just give you this, because we want it in general for our organization. You're a quick learner. Give you another admin. Do you want the UN Office for Outer Space Affairs? No. I mean, it's okay. It's decent. I just don't think it does a whole lot for us at this stage. Oh, did you hear that Germany introduced a policy where you can have access to all public transit for 2 years for like $56? Oh gosh, that sounds amazing, Coffee. I did not hear about that, but that sounds so cool. Gosh, moving to Germany seems more and more appealing by the day, right? On the other hand, I've lost quite a few agents going on hunter missions. They can backfire. They definitely can. They most certainly can. I think we leave it for now, honestly. Well, take Southern Sword for now. You don't need the additional espionage at the moment, but I'm not intending on having this investigator hold on to the special activities section forever. This is temporary for alien hunting, right? Eventually Paula is going to hold on to it long term.
What's the op?
So we'll pick up the Southern Sword
Ready to
while it's
go.
available, because it's pretty darn good.
Reporting in.
You need to guard our guy.
Defending the VIP.
Reporting in.
I'm not sure
Acknowledged.
what everybody else is doing, but it's probably important. Yeah, Germany's cool. It's just like, I don't know. Oh. Hey. Go away. Oh god, what have I done? It's okay, we'll beat them to it. Our military is much better than theirs. And we've got a head start on conquering Hungary. Oh yeah, I heard about that, Lux. I heard. I don't remember exactly where it was, but yeah. Like, definitely not a perfect place, but also just, gosh, leaps and bounds better than, than most of the other options. I would love to live there, really. I'm just not really sure how viable a move is, for me, is the main issue. I'm just not sure how viable a move would be. I don't know what I'm doing with you. That's the problem here. I guess you could start to break in here.
We're taking power.
Sure.
Where do you need me? Ready for my mission.
You need to defend interests in Poland.
Making things safe for our people.
And you might...
Ready for orders.
Hold on. How close are we here? Coming up very soon, actually, you can unify Spain. So I don't know. I guess just come back and do
I will try to sway the public.
Sure. Enlist and get stationed. I feel like there may be a few problems with that idea. just a couple of issues, one or two. I don't even know if the American military would take me, honestly. I don't think I'm qualified. Not that I particularly want to work with them, you know? A fun fact, the Canadian Parliament is discussing considering trans people in America refugees. That would help a lot. Honestly, if I could make it financially viable, I would totally flee to Canada, frankly. Honestly.
On guard.
That would be cool. I don't think that they're going to, but I'm not super on top of the Canadian politics.
Target is down.
There we go. Get out of here, Alpha 3.
The people will come to our side.
Oh, just tons of, gosh, transphobic nonsense here in the States, Lux. I guess from the outside looking in, you know, you may not be familiar, but we've got, like, in many states, just laws against our existence here. It's pretty nasty. Finland decided to jump ship. What was this? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I panicked for a moment. I was like, what? How did the servants get full control of China without me noticing? I guess they're gone now, but I did not realize that that had happened. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh, calm down, Scarlet. It's okay. They're out now. Somebody took care of business. I just did not notice that they had taken China.
Our associates are now in charge.
Oh my goodness. And there we go. War's over. Good stuff. Yeah, those 3 nukes are out of their hands now. That's good, at least. And I know you don't mean it this way, but we probably should not call it that, Lux. Even though I know it's literally that color on the map. That's something easily misinterpreted. Good. Well, at least they're neutral now. Gosh, I just did not realize. Yeah, they lost China. They'd apparently gained control of China without me noticing. And that just... And apparently somebody managed to launch a coup here. I have no idea how. Honestly, that's really strange to me. China's hard to sit on, kinda need another economy to support wrestling in it, yeah. But they had like full control, they had every control point. And I know that a coup drops the unrest, but they were popular. They were popular, and I don't think that the unrest could have possibly dropped that much. Did somebody just, like, throw a coup attempt at it and happen to hit, like, the jackpot 0% roll? Maybe. I guess it's possible. That's insane. Because nobody actually gained anything here. Oh my gosh, you know, that's probably what happened. So how's the megafauna? Dead, I think. Yeah. Very dead. Apparently completely destroyed the economy of Bangladesh. Almost won, probably, against the local military, but they did take care of it eventually. And get like 1 to 3% with 25 points in command. Well, you only need 1% to technically have a 1 in 100 chance of success, because nobody got any of the control points. So, what I'm thinking that implies, because you'd be getting, they aren't doing enough spoils here. So they'd be getting the support from the elites, right? Is that somebody came in and did like just this dry, unprepped coup for some reason, and just nailed it. I mean, unless you have a lot of public support, so that's, persuasion first? Yeah, I know what you mean. That's insane. That's just crazy. That is an upset. That is a massive blow against the servants. That is more than I have done to them all game. I wish I knew who did that so that I could, like, shake their hand and, you know, thank them. Just say thank you. Alright, we need to grab this.
Where do you need me? Targeting the opposition.
Oh, that
At
was
your service.
exciting. Yeah, the only way I've ever taken China in my games has been to just surround it with countries I control and just throw money at the problem until I manage to get enough public support. It is not an easy
Standing by.
nut to crack by any means. Yeah, the servants get extra help from the Xenos, so that's probably how they got in the first place. Although they'd been working on it themselves for a long, long time. So, I don't know. Something happened there. Something. Yeah. Spain's gonna come up here soon. Let's defend interests here
Making
as well.
things safe for our people.
Standing by for orders.
Alien hunting time is
Heading
over.
to the LC.
Standing by.
So we can go do some burns, and we can go ahead and bring our investigator home. Cool. Can you check up on Paula's loyalty?
Initiating surveillance.
There you go. That'll give you something to do.
Securing our control.
First campaign I completed was actually Servants. Oh, I see. So you know the ins and outs. There we go. Some of our stations coming online. That's gonna help out the situation here. The Eurasian Union's missile tests went off without a hitch, gaining it a wealth of technical data. A response from the European Union can be expected shortly. Well, we're the European
Person
Union.
of interest surveilled.
Good. They're loyal. They're very loyal. We're the European
We've moved the
Union,
needle.
so I suppose we'll be finding out about that soon. God. What a mess.
By the numbers.
What a mess.
We are in control now.
Alright, well that's Sweden. That's Sweden, and... Gosh, you could probably take Finland by force. It has no allies besides us. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hear me out here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Scandinavia has a strong economy? Yeah. I mean, for the size of it, they do okay. Got a lot of mission control that's been built up here by everybody. I'd love to grab it. And you know, Finland we have a claim on, but nobody's actually allied with it. Have you ever considered that maybe Finland is a threat to the European Union? Yes, we'll get that war going before before they can ally it to anybody. Let's do national
Time
policy.
to make our move.
Standing by.
Have we ever considered that maybe Finland is a threat to the European Union? Be careful, check if Finland has an ally with nukes. I don't think they have any allies. We were the only one. And the Protectorate is in control. So... I don't think the Protectorate has anything notable. Well, they've got North Korea. But North Korea is currently in a civil war, and they don't have executive authority, so they can't declare war for the next 85 days. I think we've got a window. Yeah, they got Brazil, which doesn't even have an army. Not that they can deploy overseas. I think we're good. I think we're in the green to take Finland. Alright. The Eurasian Union may try to go in on them, but I think we can beat them to it. With a little bit of luck. We've got the initiative. Let's go do a little
in.
sabotage.
Ready for orders.
You did not finish this
Initiating
off.
surveillance.
And you...
Ready for my mission.
Go check in on our operative.
Eyes on target.
Please, thank you. Alright, very cool. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody else declaring rivalries.
We've got some intel on our target.
Gosh, our people are very loyal.
Their security's too tight.
It happens.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Alright, the armies are on the move.
Policy direction complete.
Finland. Alright. We have declared war on Finland. At that point, you can also just directly map out deployments to Finland. That'll be faster. There you go. Could also probably send in the British army, too. Although they're no longer really British, because, you know, they're now European. Everybody here is European. Alright. The initiative is trying to push public opinion here. I think this is one of their agents.
Acknowledged.
Now, don't get me wrong.
We'll see what they're up to.
The initiative
Ready
aren't
to
our
go.
immediate contenders. I'm glad, Lux. I'm glad.
Standing by.
Yeah. We just want to find out who you are,
At your service.
have a little talk about it, defend
Securing our
interests.
interests.
I'm here.
This month we can bring Spain in. That's gonna really help our control point cap. Like a lot. The labs are online. Cool.
What's the up?
Finish
Taking
off
it to them.
Thailand, and apparently we have
At
found
your service.
xenoflora in the United States. Which honestly we may just let grow? I don't know, I'll think about that. The AI has not been... I mean, then again, here's the problem with evaluating the AI in Terra Invicta, is you don't really see what they see and what they do all the time. So, it can be hard to tell if they're just letting this go, or if they just legitimately haven't noticed. Do you regularly check for orgs that give admin? Yeah, we kind of peek in on it now and again. Whenever they tell me. Like, we got one here. We got one here. They aren't very impressive. Like, I could grab them. It's just... I don't want to bloat my organizations too much with admin orgs, especially if they aren't very impressive, unless they do something for me. Like this. This is an org we want to grab. Like this we want to get. Hello, investigator. You want this org. But you're basically full on orgs, so that's not going to work. Yes, that is very true. That is very true. That is one benefit of picking up more admin, is increasing your cap over here. This guy is a demonstration of why bloating our orgs with just a bunch of admin isn't always going to work. I mean, you know, it's helping. It's made him very useful in a very short time. But now I can't actually fit anything on him. unless you swap this out. Swap that out because it's just a better org for you, for the investigator, so investigation skill goes up. I mean, when I quickly need to close the gap and if I can't abandon regions, yeah, it does help a lot. It certainly does help quite a bit. Here, we'll grab some admin here. This guy's supposed to be persuasive. Honestly, he's not very. But this is a very cheap little org we can hand him to look after. Delta Force would be cool to grab. You need... You see, this operative is interesting because they constantly need more admin, but they also need to take government at some point, I think. Unless I want to make them a criminal. That's right, we were also interested in maybe making them a criminal. There's some... like, we don't have one of those on our board yet. Some of them give monetary profit as well, which you need. Yeah, that's something we're looking out for. These two, why I'm not immediately leaping at them, is because they just cost money. Not only up front, but just monthly. So they aren't very good. They're like bottom of the barrel admin organizations. But if we could... if we went criminal on you... because we've got a government investigator, government officer, government politician, government diplomat. Like, we're full government. Everybody can use government orgs except for this operative who has the opportunity to bring the criminal side into things. Which isn't very strong right this moment. But I know has some really good orgs, so I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it, honestly. And we'll benefit later from it. I find juggling them so helpful when maxing out orgs. Yeah, like eventually we do want like a really big stockpile of them to juggle around. One day. I just gotta mind my budgeting. Hello, buddy. Let's do a stabilize here. Otherwise, this looks okay for the moment.
Securing our control.
You have a healthy
I
bank,
have new
especially
information.
considering your low profit margins. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing decent, not amazing. Yeah, being this far over the cap is not ideal. We're about to fix it with Spain. Soon. This next turn, I think we do that. Yeah, we found... It is an initiative, fella. They have left. I don't appreciate
Violence
you
is
stopping
abating.
by. Okay, here's our response. So earlier, they did a missile test, the Eurasian Union. We could use this to try and mess them up a little bit. Reduce their GDP, build some inequality. Yeah. Punitive sanctions.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Not necessarily super effective, but a little bit to mess up the Eurasian Union. Soften them up for when we eventually do come after them. Because eventually we will. One day. Alright, we are landing.
The LC is secure.
I am not expecting this war in Finland to be a problem, but so it goes. New orgs, alright.
Ready for orders.
New orgs, and I believe... Let's see. Spain is ready to come in on the 25th of November. That might be within...
On my way to the capital.
I think if we do national policy right now, we should be fine. I love backseat driving. Ignore at your leisure. Oh, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate the tips. They are very helpful. I don't think the backseating has been a problem at all. I don't mind in the slightest. All right, that worked. Do I help the initiative deal with the xenoflora in their backyard? Yes.
Gear up.
Because I don't have anything better to do. The XP is good, and honestly, America being damaged by megafauna is not in our best interest. The American military may not be under our control, but the initiative is kind of an anti-alien faction. Maybe not my favorite anti-alien faction, but, you know. Keeping them reasonably strong is okay. I'm alright with helping them out. Just acknowledging my role and yours, Captain. Oh, well, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Do we abandon this to help out the situation? Probably. Because we're about to take more. So yeah, abandon. That'll help. Could have done that a little while ago. Did not. Didn't think of it. Canada has no army.
We've got some intel on our target.
Yeah. Oh gosh, they also have no allies. What? No army, but we don't have any claims on them. An intervention by force is possible. It just doesn't gain us anything at the moment, but we'll keep it in mind. Let's see. Alright, we know a lot about this initiative character. We may be able to do... Honestly, I mean, I'm at peace with the initiative. I don't really want to mess with them too much. But we put a tail on him for a little while.
Cooling off.
This
Public
evangelist
opinion is moving in our direction.
has not continued to harass the European
Mission
Union.
complete.
We are... we are just a little bit early, it seems. Okay. Well,
Wrapping up here.
a little bit of a waste, but that's okay. Everyone has a claim on Canada, they just don't know it yet.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Sorry, that's the second time I've done that. I've gone to take a sip of coffee, and I haven't muted first. My apologies. It'll be where we all flee when the real Xenos arrive. The promised land. Yeah, can't be that bad. Alright. This time we should be ready to unify, right? Yeah, this time we'll do it.
Heading to the capital.
Where to?
Let's see. Honestly, we can start to chill on the boost here. Honestly, we can probably just cut the funding for it. We don't need a whole lot of boost anymore. A steady trickle of mission control is helpful, not strictly necessary. Again, maybe slightly increase the military priorities. And chill just a little bit here. Just fine-tuning the European Union. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully okay. It's doing okay for itself. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, that burn went okay, but
Surveilling
it's still
target
there.
area.
So we'll hunt it down a little more.
Standing by for orders.
We could arrest this guy. But honestly, I mean, unless he comes back, like, I'm not particularly concerned. What kind of orgs you got, buddy? Solaris is okay. It's not terrible. I don't hate it.
Ready.
You know, you could throw a chunk of money at it and take that, but it's not. Like your investment points looks a lot like your politics. Well, you know, I guess that's good. Just gotta have a nice strong EU here, ready for when the aliens turn up too. So we gotta keep working on the military. I'm tempted to increase this further, but so long as I'm unifying nations that can drag down my mill score, I'm not gonna prioritize it just yet. It's not an immediate priority.
Ready to go.
Yeah, you get away, buddy. I don't really care about the
Surveilling target.
the initiative agent too terribly much. That'll be just fine. Maybe I send you down. Tell you what. You can't go there. Just go tail
Tracking
this random
target.
fellow. Because I was gonna send our investigator to go look around where that alien was a few turns ago. Just gonna poke around. Random investigations. You never know when you're gonna run into one. Tend to balance it around 40k per capita, the GDP. Ah, I see, I see. So this is maybe a bit high. Well, that's okay. That's fine by me. I have an extra strong
Eyes up.
economy. Yeah, that definitely isn't an alien. It just moved way too far to be an alien. That's okay. We'll find out who it is. Hey, welcome, welcome, Finland has been brought back. Let's see, where's your home base? London. So you go to London. You go to Paris. You go to Hamburg. There you go. No, I don't think Finland's going to rise again, game, but...
Mission is a no-go.
Not sure, maybe I'd move a couple of points to funds to cash out. Maybe. We were... yeah. A little bit of funding could be interesting, that's true. A little bit more money to play around with is nice. I can maybe put a point into it, so we have a trickle. If the economy is doing this well, maybe bring it down to 25%. See how that goes. And you've lost track of your guy.
Order is returning.
This investigator being
People will come to our
paranoid
side.
is being a little bit more of an issue than I originally anticipated.
Policy direction complete.
Alright. Oh, the Balkan states are ready too, but first, let's bring Spain in. That is going to free up a ton of command point limit. We're going to do that again for the Baltic states. Super, super good. We're just about ready to start, working on Europe Ascendant, really. That's gonna be a bit of a jump, but most of the groundwork is done. We've got Turkey. We just need to make, our way into the Eurasian Union. Which is easier said than done, but... 3 to 6 points, actually. I mean, around 2040 I have plus 3 to 5k bills. Being able to direct invest frees up a lot of agent time. That is a good point. I don't do enough in direct investment in this game, really. I don't know. I think I'm too patient. Good. This is working. This is working well. I'm just perfectly happy to slow build things, but I know that I'm like against like a kind of timer, so that's not actually ideal. The numbers are going to be messed up for this round because we brought Spain in, which is having a substantial impact. We should... Can we crack Norway? How hard is that? Difficult, but not impossible. Similar story down here. Interesting.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Where do you need me?
Where do you need me?
I so badly want this to get multiplayer. It would be amazing. Do we know if there's any plans for multiplayer? I don't remember hearing anything about it, but gosh, it would be incredible. I know that there's talks of more scenarios. I think the first new scenario is going to be a Cold War setting, which should be cool. But I don't know when that's coming. I don't keep very plugged into haven't studied the patch notes patiently. That's fair, that's fair. Patience is a winner in this game. Keep it, will do, but funding builds slowly. Yeah, we should probably keep on the funding a bit. I'll put an extra point in, just for you. Because it seems like the economy responded okay, but we'll see. The more we chill on economy, also, the faster our work on inequality will do, which means eventually we can just cut Unity funding. Because I don't like to spend on Unity. It doesn't really do much directly for the country unless you need to raise Unity to deal with your cohesion. Right? So if we can drop inequality, that's going to raise our resting point, and that's going to help considerably. Just kind of fine-tuning the country. What are we fine-tuning the European Union into? Is kind of a question that I need to answer. Economy into inequality, fixed with welfare? Exactly. So if we can, like, reduce the amount that we need to spend on the economy, that is gonna make the welfare stuff go faster. Just relatively speaking, because there's not as much growing inequality that we need to fight against. Yeah, we want cohesion to be around 5 to get max science. That's the goal. It's just that the resting position, gosh, just keeps getting lower and lower for the European Union, which is not good. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. So I have this problem using direct investment in Unity because it also gives me 8 to 10 in cohesion. Yeah. I see, I see. Yeah, this should be okay. This is manageable. We're gonna need to keep an eye on it, is all. Okay.
I'm going in.
Go do some sabotage. It's about time that we mess with them a little bit. And we should have Paul. Maybe we start working on Norway.
I will tell our story.
And we'll get somebody else to go do Portugal in a little bit. Because we should just about have all of our claims. Yeah. Because we can get Riga. We're about to get this. Oslo, Warsaw, Lisbon is all within our reach in the short term. Stockholm also. You're not gonna get Kiev. Kiev has been brought into the Eurasian Union, so you're not gonna grab that. Yeah, I can't win on all accounts. It is a trade-off. That's very true. So Kiev, Kharkov, Sevastopol, Tbilisi. I believe all of these things are currently in the Union, the Eurasian Union as opposed to the European Union. So in order to properly take those without causing a nuclear war, and I don't want to play thermonuclear war. As fun as that sounds, I think that it would be, I think it would be campaign killing, just about, to go to war with Russia. We're gonna have to subvert them and bring them in peacefully. Or at the very least, take over their executive and stop them from launching nukes when we conquer them. One of the two. One of the two. Alright, the armies are returning home. That's going to improve the economic conditions. I don't think we have any big wars to do for a while. Hey, you're not allowed to have fission reactor arrays. Nope. Public campaigns plus destabilize
Winning their hearts and minds.
Remove allies, declare war. That could well do it.
Things are stabilizing.
That could very well be the answer here. We're going to secure the rest of this, and then when we have the resources, we're going to throw what we can into the situation. Let's bring in the Balkan states. That's pretty. The border gore is being solved. I'm very glad.
By the numbers.
They won't use nukes if you actually control it. Oh, like the country? Yeah, because you have to fire them yourself if you're the owner. Oh. A solar flare. Our sun has emitted a major solar flare. A massive quantity of charged particles and electromagnetic radiation is passing through the solar system, disrupting communications all over Earth and posing a significant hazard to spacecraft and astronauts. While the flare itself should pass within days, restoring communications with our space-based assets will take significantly longer. I don't care. Actually, this came at a good time. We've got like tons of mission control. Like I can just take a minus 50% to it for 6 months. That'll be fine.
Our technology could be used to end hunger, poverty, and disease. Yet, rather than raising up our entire species, it is widening the chasm between those with access and those without. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, speech to the United Nations.
Oh, Commissioner. Poor, poor Commissioner. That is cybernetics researched. We're gonna get to select the next tech. This is a big step forward for us. Considered equal parts art and science by its practitioners, cybernetics is the fusion of biology and technology. In other words, mechanically and digitally augmented humans. The end game of cybernetics is to make all external devices obsolete, for all the tech we need will be within our very flesh. Continued breakthroughs in this field will enhance the mind as much as the body. Optical and cranial augmentations granting instantaneous 24/7 access to all the knowledge one might ever need, a consistent state of augmented reality, and even the potential for humanity to become a fully networked species. Meanwhile, our bodies can be improved to become stronger, more resilient, and capable of feats once considered the lurid fantasies of superhero fiction. If we choose to pass through the many doors opened by cybernetics, humanity will truly evolve, perhaps more so than at any time since we first left the trees. Oh. Yeah, this couldn't go poorly. Cybernetics is going to increase the maximum military tech level for all human nations by 0.5, so you can have more advanced militaries. And then eventually, cybernetic implants will unlock for us to research. There you go. So that'll be very, very helpful for us. Very expensive, but that's going to help us improve our counselors when that is available. Nifty. Nifty, nifty. So what do we want next? A fine question. Not sure. Not certain what we want next. I don't know. Arrival law could be good. This could give us some interesting things. Sure. We'll go arrival law. Couldn't hurt. Oh, and we got that engineering stuff. We can work on another project simultaneously. We can slow burn Europe Ascendant over here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see if that works. Oh, and we'll pick that up in a little bit. We'll put that one on the fast track. Let's see. Yep, we're maintaining solid control over here. Good. Alrighty. The initiative keeps swinging by and messing with the public opinion here.
Reporting in.
I don't love it. I wish they would stop that. That's okay. That's okay. We'll deal with it in due time. Yes, we will. Okay. Let's have you start working on
Making
Portugal.
Standing by for orders.
I think the burns here are complete. I don't know. I haven't been to
Hunkering
ground for
down.
a long time. I do not use go
Ready
to
for
ground
orders.
nearly often enough, but We'll go ahead and just clear their tail just in case. Not that I think anybody's actively harassing us, but I don't think, you know, I think it'd be a good idea. You can handle that. I suppose you can work on this situation. Oh, you could just do the crackdowns right now. Go ahead and crack down
Going
Portugal,
after their people.
and we'll set up a purge there later. Nifty, nifty, nifty. You've got some not very impressive stuff here. This is better. Viola Global. Is there anything you want to use that to grab on someone, or do you just want to take it? That's always the question, isn't it? If you remove this, I don't know, the shuffle does get a little odd. It does. Let's go ahead and give this to you. This is a decent admin org. I'm willing to pay the upkeep on it. And for that, then you can take like Oceanus. They're pretty okay. Increase your espionage. That's what you're supposed to be as an operative. Is, you know, doing espionage. Yeah, otherwise I think we're okay. Otherwise I think we're okay for yet another turn.
Going into hiding.
Good. Yeah, this has been pretty chill. I like this. Just a nice easy day of Terra Invicta. What's not to like?
We've moved the needle.
China may have given me a bit of a scare earlier, but
Things are cooling off.
oh well,
We have
there they
hit
go
them where
again.
it hurts.
Successful crackdown. The servants have just wormed their way right back in,
All of us here
unfortunately.
take water for granted each and every day. Yet, no matter how humanity might evolve over the centuries to come, one thing will never change. Everything we are and everything we do depends upon water. Chancellor Li Qingzao, Public Lecture, Xi'an Jiaotong University.
Thank you, Chancellor. So that is in situ resource utilization, probably butchering that pronunciation. And of course Project Exodus wants to do more propulsion research. Fine. Okay, you do you. Hey, at least we'll have lots of options available when we eventually start doing spaceships, right? As we establish more of a presence in space, the costs of transporting resources into and beyond orbit rapidly become prohibitive. Thus, it is imperative that we harvest more of what we need from space rather than from Earth. Water is the foremost essential, as it can be separated into oxygen and hydrogen, which in turn can be used for the creation of fuel, propellant, and a breathing mix for personnel and plants, not to mention also serving as coolant and radiation shielding. Further, fortunately, we are now confident that we can obtain sufficient water from the ever-shadowed poles of Luna, our own moon, in combination with mining it from asteroids. Beyond that, Phobos and Deimos, the moons of Mars, will provide all the water, and therefore fuel, we need to further our conquest of the solar system. So, we're less likely for our minds to get worse. We are more likely for our minds to get better, is what this means here. And a research project will become available, which will help too. We may be in a position to launch another mining base. Hey, we got another army. Cool. A little stronger. There we are. Nice. We continue to prepare for the future. How far are we from... Yeah, we're getting close to attaching a navy to another army too. That's going well. Very cool. Gonna bring anybody in? No. If we manage to peacefully bring in the Eurasian Union, it'd be nice to grab their armies. Cool. Nifty. Very, very good. Yes, very, very good. We should do a defend interest up here.
Securing our control.
We should make sure...
Ready to go.
Poland gets brought in May. 55 days till the Baltic states can be brought in. We'll have an executive control then.
Your
and
orders?
you need to begin bringing Poland into the...
Terminating the
not
opposition.
Poland, Portugal.
Standing by.
Starts with a P. Same thing. Bring them into the fold too. And then maybe start cracking down up here, because you seem to be pretty darn
Targeting
good
the
at
key
it.
people.
Cool. And then I wanted to consider... Is it time to launch another base out to here? We haven't even prospected these yet. We should. Let's go ahead and prospect the moons of Mars. Just so we know what's on them. Cool. And then I would be interested in maybe looking and seeing, do we want to set up another Mars base? Is there one that's... I mean, they're all probably worth taking. Is there anything that really cries out to me and says, Commander, pick me? And I'm looking and the answer might be yes, actually. Actually, this top one. Arcadia. Planitia? Yeah, has a ton of water on it. And a decent chunk of fissile materials as well. I'd be happy founding an outpost here. I'd be pleased with this. Can we get this out here? We can. Oh gosh, that was so cheap. We could probably do another base. We have so much boost available. Just a bit of a Mars rush here. I mean, it's not a rush. It's 2027, but, you know. We have the capability. How about we take Utopia here? It's got another good chunk of fissile materials. I do like my fissiles. Fissiles are going to help us run bases off of fission piles, which is, as it turns out, kind of important. Yeah, send it. Gosh, it's so inexpensive. We could just do that again. I don't see any reason why not. We've got the mission control. We've got the mission control, we might as well do it. Let's take Arabia Terra. It's got a good base metal count. Pretty solid site. You know, it's got rare metal mining, which is the other big thing that we lack, right? We want better rare metal extraction. Alright, we've burnt through a lot of boost just now. Could we squeeze out one more base? I bet we could. I bet we could do it. I bet we could get one more out. Who's the lucky location? I think it's gonna be Terra Sabea. It's got one rare metal, but compared to the other very similar rare metal site, it's got just more. More base metals and more volatiles, so I think I'm gonna prefer it. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely going to be the last base. Because now we're down to 5 boost. Well, that's pretty good. That's going to be a huge expansion of our presence on Mars. With that... What? 1, 5, 6? We'll just about control half of Mars. How many sites are there total? 3... 6, 9, 12, 16? So we'll almost control half. We're getting there. That's really good. That's really, really nice. I'm pleased. Alrighty. Well, I think we're ready to confirm assignments.
Protecting our interests.
And keep on shuffling. Let's see.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. The people will come to our side.
Crackdown complete.
Alright, that's a crackdown in Norway. We're going to be able to start breaking in there at our leisure. Good. This is important. We have completed research into hydrobiology. Because don't forget, there are aliens in this game. We haven't dealt with them a whole lot today, besides shooting one, casually, but I promise, this is an alien game. Our pre-autopsy assessment reveals that, as expected, the aliens are carbon-based and breathe oxygen. Like ourselves, their ability to exist without protection on Earth makes it highly likely that the atmospheric composition on their homeworld is highly similar to our own. More unexpected is that the prevailing inverted knees anatomical theory is incorrect. What we are seeing is not a knee, but the ankle. Thus, their leg anatomy is akin to that of a horse or dog. Since this type of structure is better suited to speed than climbing, it is highly likely that these aliens evolved on flatter terrain, and perhaps were once prey for another species. The autopsy itself has yielded invaluable detail on the aliens' physiology, specifically how they are capable of feats and abilities impossible for any species on Earth.
Our autopsy of the alien is complete, Commander.
Oh, that's good art. That's good art right there. I don't think I remember seeing this. I don't think that this image was in the game at launch. I know they've been adding more over time. That's pretty cool. Or I could be wrong. I could be lying to you right now. We all know that I don't have a memory, so take that with a grain of salt. We have learned a great deal from studying the Hydra corpse. The alien's physiology exhibits a combined nervous and circulatory system, each Hydra possessing 3 heart/brain centers, 1 in the head, proximal to the topmost vertebrae, and 2 in the abdomen. at the right hypochondrium and the left iliac region. This redundant system means that, barring catastrophic damage to more than one heart/nerve cluster, a Hydra can regenerate most of its functionality. Though the loss of one cluster is likely to limit higher cognitive function, an alien with two working clusters will still be able to perform basic to intermediate tasks. The Hydra's regenerative capability appears to make the aliens largely unaffected by senescence. That's a word that I totally know how to pronounce. While they are not ageless, they seem capable of maintaining consistent fitness, mobility, and cognition for the majority of their natural lives, which our current estimates place at between 160 and 200 years. The trade-off to being both long-lived and resilient is a complex physiology that is slow to develop and requires a great deal of energy. Hydra are non-gendered at birth. Each member of the species is born with latent male and female reproductive organs that do not fully develop until precipitated by specific conditions at a certain point in their life cycle. Though not uncommon on Earth, sequential hermaphroditism is here only found in lower order creatures such as fish, gastropods, and plants. Hydras only seem to become sexual towards the end of their life cycle, and once sex assignment is complete, there's no changing back. All of this implies a low birth rate. We have also discovered something we believe to be more immediately relevant to our operations. While the clicking noises we recorded during the acquisition of this specimen are complex enough to be a language, we do not believe auditory communication to be the primary Hydra method of exchanging information. Instead, we have found the multi-tipped protuberance on their face and bulbs on the back of their neck to contain elaborate sensory organs that collect data from the air and pass along that data to a hyper-developed vomernasal organ. Similar to how snakes use their tongues, the function of these Hydra organs appeared to be communicative as well as sensory. They have the capability to rapidly construct and emit streams of cells which we have dubbed ferrocytes. These ferrocytes can then be absorbed by other Hydras in turn. The chemicals produced by the ferrocytes can be highly complex, and we have discovered various compounds which our linguists have theorized may function as a kind of biological alphabet. This implies a bidirectional mechanism, something like pheromones but via a living cell. However, the purpose of the ferrocytes may go beyond communication. Some of the chemicals bear a resemblance to psychoactive drugs, with properties that suggest that they may have been specifically tailored to affect humans. Our science team strongly wishes to embark on a focused study of these ferrocytes. That was a mouthful. That was something. So it goes. Goodness. I love the resistance campaign. But they definitely, when they complete objectives, they really love to break down all of the little science that goes behind it. It makes me tempted to play the other factions just to see how they describe it. I know, I watched a Humanity First. Some parts of a Humanity First playthrough, a long time ago. And their summaries were just, yeah, the aliens do stuff, boss. The eggheads say that they've got mind control powers. And it was a lot simpler. Over and over again, we have come back to the same question. How are the Hydras controlling their human servants? The Hydra ferrocytes, these information-laden cells that Hydras produce within their own bodies, may be the key. Cool. So we'll want to get to work on that. Is that an immediate thing? Probably not. Let's go to category. That may not be immediate. Because I want cybernetic implants first, I think. This'll be good. Yeah, we get cybernetic implants, and then we reevaluate from there. There you go, split that evenly. Europe Ascendant is going to take an absurdly long time at our current research rate, unfortunately, but we'll work on it. We will work on it. Let's see, Turkey, Belarus, and Armenia. I see. Well, we'll get Turkey at least. Alright, let's wrap up the turn. I wonder...
We've removed some threats.
Is that where I want to throw a pin in it? Completing that research? We lost a control point, we'll need to take that back. I'll set up this turn.
Ready to go.
I'm kind of hungry.
Where to?
I'm kind of hungry and I might want to go eat something, honestly. Let's see, you should complete
Targeting
that
the opposition.
purge.
Ready for my mission.
At your service.
You should purge
Dominating
that,
the
take
opposition.
it back.
Acknowledged.
Are we ready for anything here? The answer is no.
We'll turn
Unrest
down the
down.
heat.
That looks okay. Well, it looks alright for the moment, to me. Anything else that I want to do so that future me can just jump into this? As I think I can feel myself getting kind of hungry. I should probably, yeah, we can give you some admin. That'll help. Investigator also wants a point of admin. Not that we have anything to put in it at the moment. Alright, that looks okay. That looks good. That looks good for now. Well, this has been a little short, but I'm a bit hungry, and I've got some things to do tonight. I want to put together some outfits and figure out what I want to wear for my interview tomorrow. So I want to give myself some time for that. So I think this is a good place to throw a pin in things. We continue to make steady progress on Europe. We have, you know, as I promised, you know, we're chilling on Mars. You know, we got Mars bases going up, so that's gonna be pretty darn useful. We've established the beginnings of a low Earth satellite network that'll be, or station network rather, that's gonna be pretty useful. And we killed another alien. So I would argue that if we don't look at the situation over here, we're doing okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take us over to our ending soon screen. I'm gonna get ready to skedaddle out of here. Let's see. Come on, you know where to find this. There it is. Alrighty. Oh, that's a little bit of a short one, but thank you so much to everybody that tuned in. It was a lovely, lovely time today. And a big thank you to our chatters today. Very nice talking to all of you as well. And a thank you to the VOD watchers too, who I'm sure just, you know, continue to be absolutely wonderful, right, VOD watchers? Alrighty, I don't have much more to say. I will not be here tomorrow, unless I am, but I won't. Even if I am going to be here tomorrow, it will not be at the usual time. I'm not planning on being here. I've got an interview. Maybe when I get back from that I'll feel like streaming something, but I doubt it. So don't expect me to be here, you know. So no stream. I will be back Wednesday. We will be playing Underrail. Unless otherwise stated. Yeah, that's the plan. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You all have a lovely night. Stay safe, have fun, and we'll catch you Wednesday. Bye-bye.